How you doing today? This is Coach Frank Bisarek, and I want to answer a few questions again that I received over this last week. And this is involving a lot of people get confused with loading. So you hear coaches say, "Get loaded." You have parents saying, "Get loaded." And it gets confusing. What is loaded? So I want to clear that up briefly in how I teach it. There's others that use the same language and teach it throughout their coaching and presentations, I would say, I guess. Coach Cathcart is one that talks about this quite a bit, and I'm fully on board with it. So let's get into it right away. So it's really two different parts if you want to look at it that way. If I'm going to load, then and I apologize if you hear my dog. If I'm going to load, loading is really coiling this back side. It's not leaning backwards and then leaning forward to swinging the bat, okay? It's coiling this back side, and you're really kind of screwing this back foot into the ground if you want to look at it that way. A lot of people tell you to squish the bug coming forward, but with a proper load and then into launch, which we'll talk about in a second, then that is where you put yourself in position to hit the ball consistently, to hit the ball better with more power, and to understand a little bit better, as in pitch coming to you, what is it? Okay, so the load is the beginning part of your swing. So you come in and get your stance. It doesn't matter if you hold the bat here, if you hold the bat high. It's really however you're comfortable when you come into the box. A few things, though. Make sure you have yourself aligned properly to where you're planning to hit the ball, which should be right in front of that plate if it's down the middle. If it's outside, we're going to hit the ball a little bit deeper. If it's inside, we're going to hit the ball this way. That's a whole nother video series. We're talking about load. So load, we want to get weight. We want to sit and keep our legs bent when we decide to load. So if I'm standing there looking at the picture, I'm relaxed already. Once it's load time, if you notice, now I'm in a totally different position, okay? I actually feel pressure here. I've got a good alignment through the knee, the hip, and the back shoulder. And now I can even lift my front foot because I'm loaded to the back. Now, the next part of it is actually launch. So if you like to take a step, if you like to keep your feet down, if you like to take a little stride, that's what you want to do before you're ready to swing the bat. So here, let me bring my tee into view here. So if I'm getting ready to come up to it at bat, come up, get your stance, get comfortable. Now I'm comfortable. Now I'm going to load. Again, loading is getting tension back here. I'm sitting, as you can see. I know it's a little hard with this baby here, but you can see, and I'm coiling this back hip into that back foot, trying to basically turn it into the ground, which allows me to coil good here. When I'm getting ready to swing, I go to launch. Pitcher is starting to wind up. He's lifting his leg. He's getting ready to throw. I've coiled. Now I'm getting into launch position. Launch is the next step. This is where, when the ball's coming, if I like it, I'm going to swing. So I'm in the launch position. I'm ready to go. If I like the ball, boom, I can go back on it and swing. If I don't like the ball, then I can watch it come back. Okay? So let's do that again. We're going to do it a little bit slow. All right, so I'm waiting for the pitch, lifting his leg, starting to wind up. I go to load. So I've coiled into this back. I go to launch. I'm in launch position here. I can still see the pitcher. I can see the ball. And now, as you can see, my head is centered between my legs, and I'm ready to fire at the ball, okay, if I like it. Again, load is a coil. Now I'm ready. The ball hasn't left the pitcher's hand yet. Now I go to launch, and now I'm ready. Bat barrel's towards the catcher. I'm ready to swing the ball. The ball's probably halfway home to me, okay? Now I can see it. If I like the pitch, then I can follow through. Boom. And as you can see, I'm balanced in between, as good as a big guy can balance, okay? We don't want to load back and slide forward. Sliding is bad, right? So if you're going out with your son or your daughter, or you have to just go in to hit the pitching machines, take your time. Don't rush through it. Make sure you get a feel of it. Ball's getting ready to come. Now I'm going to load. I'm coiled. Now I go into launch. Start some from launch. I'm right here, okay? Ball comes, I like it. Then we can come through, swing, release, okay? All right, so that's a quick explanation about load, launch, and the beginning steps. Work with your coach. If you have any questions and you're on my team or somebody I work with, we'll go over this in a little bit better detail. And we'll talk about the coil a little bit more and the launch position. All right, this is Coach Frank Bisarek. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Practice hard, but don't overdo reps. Do better reps, but do fewer of them. Thank you.